Hey Ted Lasso fans, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Ted Lasso Season 2, Episode 12, the finale.
Oh, man.
I'm not ready for this, but it is called Inverting the Pyramid of Success. All right, so the secret's out. Ted's panic attacks have gone public.
Yes.
And I'm very disappointed in the way people are reacting to the news of his panic attack.
Absolutely, I agree with you. What's the big deal? People have mental health issues.
Relax, everybody. But you know who's handling it very well is Ted.
Yeah.
He seems like he's brushing it off and he's just still his happy little self. I love his support system. Rebecca texts him, like, F the haters.
Yes.
Dr. Sharon leaves him an audio message saying about the truth shall set you free.
Yes.
But first it'll piss you off. Right? And then his ex-wife reaches out to see if he's okay.
But I'm worried about Ted, though, because he's keeping it all in. He's not letting it out. He's not getting mad.
So is he taking it well? Or is he handling it well?
Keeping it all inside, and that doesn't lead to any good. You have to name it to tame it.
Name it to tame it. I like that. Yes. Well, Ted does address the team about the article, and he says that it was a bad choice not telling them.
Yes.
They are amazing. After he says this impassioned speech, they're like, oh, we have your back, and they're going to sniff out the rat.
Oh. Well, the culture that Ted has created is this culture of forgiveness and non-judgmental attitudes towards one another. I love that it's been taken up by the whole team, almost the whole team.
Almost the whole
team.
Exactly, yes. All right. More about that later. Let's talk about Sam. I have to get to Sam because, okay, first he's talking to his dad, and he's still trying to figure out what he's going to do about this offer.
Yes.
Right? From Edwin Akufu. So I love the advice that his dad gave him. He's like, stop looking for answers. Let them come to you. Let the universe.
That too.
Yes.
You'll know when you know. It's going to come to you. Did you... When he said look for a sign, was the sign the guy wearing the jersey?
The kid wearing his jersey? That's exactly how I took it.
Yes.
He said that you'll see a sign, and then that just instantly happened.
It happened.
Yeah. So, lucky for us and Richmond, Sam declines the offer.
Phew.
Oh my gosh. He just doesn't believe his time at Richmond is over, and I don't either.
It's not over.
No. Yeah. So, he has to break the news to Edwin Akufu, who... Oh, holy temper tantrum.
Yeah, he had a temper tantrum. That's exactly how to... But worse than any toddler I've ever seen.
Right.
He was crass. He mimicked pooping on the form that had the what the heck?
Yeah.
Who does that, grown man?
I mean, obviously Sam made the right choice then, because that's who he would be dealing with.
Yes.
He says he'll dedicate his whole life to destroying Sam. And Sam just kind of smiles because, like, what do you do with that?
His reaction was so good.
Yeah.
He just... took it like, you're ridiculous.
Right.
So mature. He's only 21.
I know. I'm so impressed with that young man. And when Sam wants to tell Rebecca, but Ted was there, it's kind of awkward for Ted, but when he is looking at Ted, but talking to Rebecca, nicely done.
That was so good.
He says he wish he could say it's because of his feelings for her while he's looking at Ted, but it's because he said that it's best for his personal journey to stay.
That was so good.
I love him.
So grounded.
Yes.
It's because he has a good dad.
Oh, it's true. On the flip side, Jamie has a bad dad. Let's talk about Jamie.
Okay.
So Jamie's looking for Roy with a guilty conscience. Mm-hmm. And I like when Jamie's looking for him and he comes in and he says, is Roy in here? And Beard says, do you hear any grunting?
That was perfect.
Yes, so Roy and Jamie, the standoff. Jamie is very respectful and very mature with how he tells Roy that he
I love that whole scene. He was super honest.
Yeah.
And he just said, I've never been around like death. It made me feel weird. Roy's reaction was so good, though.
He wanted to hit him, hurt him, but he just yells F.
Yes.
And which basically is his way of forgiving Jamie.
Yeah, that was so good.
I don't think I saw that coming.
once Jamie started talking, I really asked myself, what can Roy say right now?
Right.
So they do that so well.
I know.
Totally takes you off guard, but yet it's so perfect for what I expect them to do.
Good job, Jamie, and good job, Roy.
Yeah.
Handled it very well. All right, so Keeley now. Keeley has gotten some amazing news that the investors that back Banter want to fund her own PR firm.
That is huge.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for her, but she is scared to tell Rebecca. So she seeks advice from Higgins. And Higgins, the truth bombs. Here's another one. A good mentor hopes you will move on. A great mentor knows you will move on.
Was so good.
Boom.
He is the wise man of the show.
He is, but also the comic relief because of the mascot idol. It's between Macy Greyhound and Tina Feyhound.
Yeah.
I mean... is that adorable or what?
Oh my gosh. And his little cool look.
Yeah. I love him.
That was cool.
He's come a long way.
He is.
From
He has.
the beginning,
Yeah.
from season 1. All right, so it is time for Keeley to tell Rebecca the news, and they're crying. But of course, Rebecca says she's proud of her, and they're having their little moment. And then we find out that Rupert just bought West Ham United.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
on.
Yes.
It is on.
We knew that was coming.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's happening. I have to say, Rebecca's advice about being a boss when she says, hire your best friend.
That was so great.
I think that's great, but I'm also like, wait a minute. I don't think you should mix business with personal. I mean, I think they got lucky.
That's true. Well, they became best friends through working.
Yeah.
Maybe, no, I see your point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not. In this scenario, definitely. All right, now Keeley and Roy, because we've been kind of worried about them and where their relationship was headed.
Yes.
So he tells Keeley that he forgave Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
I think she says something about, like, is he dead? Did he die? But she's very proud of him, as we all are very proud of him. And he's super supportive about her new business venture.
Yes.
And they see a preview of the Vanity Fair article, which is sans Roy. He is not in it.
I know.
But he's okay with it. And he's still acting amazing, right?
But acting amazing.
Right, but before the game, Roy hesitantly says that he could use some advice from the Diamond Dogs.
That was my favorite, maybe one of my favorite scenes of the whole episode.
Yep. Diamond Dogs assemble. Nate, though, looks irritable.
Oh, he's not having it.
If that's the right word.
Mm-hmm.
Sinister. All of the scariness coming from Nate. Yeah.
Yes.
Roy confessed that it hurt his feelings that they didn't use his pick in the article, but that she looks so great on his own.
It was such a good spread, though, that magazine thing.
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect.
That whole scene was so good, where he was like, I just want to be in the room when Diamond Dogs happens.
Oh.
But when he left the room and he thought it was a good session, I like how all the guys were like,
I know. They were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah. But hey, kudos again to Roy for being Keeley's #1 fan.
Yes.
Just unabashed. Like, he's there for her. Whatever she decides to do, he's there for it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nate did have a moment where he decides to tell Roy about kissing Keeley. And Roy's like, yeah, it's okay. I forgive you. Totally dismissive, which Nate does not like to be dismissed.
It was emasculating to him, I believe, right? And
yes.
It's just fueling more of his inner insecurities that's leading him to become like a young Darth Vader.
Ooh. Yeah, because basically Roy is saying, like, I'm not worried about you.
And you're not a threat.
You pose no threat.
No threat.
I mean, there you go. This just keeps happening. You know, now that I think of it, like, hindsight bias, that's kind of how it's been all along with Nate. And people kind of, whatever. Like,
except for Ted, though.
Except for Ted.
But then why is he turning against Ted?
He's taking everything out on Ted.
Yes.
Seems like an easy target, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Diamond Dogs, yay, they had a good breakthrough. Just to quote Roy, he says, so wait, we just chat about stuff, nothing is solved, and then nothing changes? Okay, he's good with that.
Well, they said, well, sometimes, which I was like, that is just like therapy.
Yeah, right,
Perfect.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to get stuff out, right? So
something might change, something might not change, but just being there is helpful.
Absolutely. All right, it's game time. So we're at the game. They're down 2. So, okay. They're trying to regroup. I love when Ted says that they look like a Renaissance painting portraying masculine melancholy, and
they're like,
And it literally looked that way, and then good old Will drops a water bottle, breaks that moment. So funny. And then Ted's trying to figure out what to do about this play, the false nine move that Nate came up with, or strategy.
False nine. They keep calling it Nate's false nine.
See, I just dismissed Nate. I didn't even say Nate's false nine.
Do you see, though, how Nate can't... He wants to have it both ways, so now they're using his play. They're even naming it after him. But then when they want to follow through with it, he says, oh, why? So we can fail and you blame me?
Yep.
Come on, Nate.
I know.
Oh, I feel so... I believe this tendency, though. At first I thought, oh, this is a total change, but now I see it. Our viewers have reminded me of things that have happened in the past season. And yes, the seeds have been like sprinkled throughout the series for Nate to turn this direction. And oh, I just see him get in his own way and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's scary. It's really scary. But yeah, I like that Roy said that Ted should ask the players what they think about Nate's false nine. Mm-hmm. And they think it'll work. Yeah. And then Captain Isaac goes and touches the believe sign. Then they all follow suit. Yes. Great moment there. Yes. Love that. But then Nate hangs back. Ted, I think he says, this is my moment. We're alone. Like, what did he do? He says, what did I do to you? And then Nate just lets him have it through tears. Amazing acting by Nick Mohammed. Oh my God. Honestly, what did you feel for Nate in this moment when he was giving it to him?
I wasn't happy. I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't understand.
He said, you made me feel like I was the most important person in the world, and then you abandoned me.
I don't know where the abandonment happens. Please help me. I don't understand.
I know. I think it was, it's all stemming from his dad, I'm guessing. I mean, this is where it started, right? Mm-hmm. But I know what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is Ted just an easy target?
I have always seen Ted as supportive and giving him these opportunities. So that obviously is him feeling like the most important person in the world. But I don't remember, I guess, what he did to take it away.
But Nate remembers. Yes. Something must have happened. And again, we're forgetting because it's
Somebody
Nate.
Tell me, please.
And we keep forgetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Is that bad? He gets very low, even kind of him saying that, they wouldn't win a single match if it wasn't for him. And that he belongs back in Kansas with his son. Oof. That's pretty low blow.
Oh, and he says he had to work so hard for this, but this was handed to Ted. Ted was a coach.
Yeah. Nate has been, I don't know.
He wasn't just doing some other thing and they were like, here, coach a team.
Do you think that he's bitter at Ted for handing Roy that coaching position? Is it something like that? Is that maybe where he feels abandoned? Like he didn't...
Oh, maybe.
You know what I mean? I don't know, because... I don't know. Nate is a mess. And Ted even tries apologizing, and Nate says, you're full of it, and F you. Yeah. Just... It's so hard to know how to feel for Nate because I'm so upset with him. I'm mad at him, but I'm sad for him.
Yes. No, definitely have sympathy for him. And because we saw how his dad is with him. Yeah. But why is it that we can see, I guess because now Jamie has turned the corner and he's showing a different side of himself. I don't know how they're going to redeem Nate for me. We'll see next season. But... I know.
All right, let's get back to the game and how it all turns out. So Sam scores. I cheered so loudly, I scared my dog.
I jumped up.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, Richmond. And then there's a penalty. Jamie's up, but then no. He passes the ball to Danny.
Yes.
Football is life. Yes, because he hasn't kicked a penalty shot since he killed the mascot.
Oh my gosh.
So sad. My heart was racing like I was watching one of my hockey games. I was so into that. And he says football is life, and he makes the goal. They finish in second and are now, they get to return to the Premier League. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed on Danny's trainers it says rest in peace, Earl.
Yes.
Oh, sweet boy. And then everybody's cheering, and it's so exciting, and Roy and Jamie celebrate. Roy does headbutt his nose. Then they hug, and Nate just kind of storms off. And Ted comes back to his desk to find that believe sign has been ripped in half.
I think that's the final. That's the final
nail in the coffin.
He's turned to the dark side.
He's in the dark
That's
side.
It. He's made a choice. Oh, a choice.
A choice.
It's all about the choices.
That's right. And then the press conference, I do love that Ted, he addresses the article, but where's Trent Krim, the Independent? Not there. I like that he talks about the struggles of anxiety and the overall concern about how we discuss mental health in athletics.
And how perfect the timing of this with all that happened during the Olympics. Like, so perfect. In the whole world, in every arena, mental health is important to talk about. But,
Right.
you know, this is great because it's also a place where it is so demonized to have mental health issues.
Yeah.
What people were saying to him is what people were saying about some of our
That
greatest
he's
athletes.
weak. That, yeah.
Everyone's people.
Yeah, exactly. And Trent Krim, you know, he's not working for the Independent, so he's just Trent Krim Independent. Yes, and he said that because he revealed the source, the anonymous source, and he kind of did it. It's like a self-sabotage. But I'm like, but we didn't really get to know much more about it. Like, what's he gonna go do right now? And why did he get locked out of his
He
car?
got locked out of his car, and then we don't know how he got in his car.
Yes. I don't know.
So awkward.
All right, then they do a 5 days later,
Mhm.
and Keeley's moving out of her office, and then Roy, he's so excited to say that he booked this trip for them to go away for 6 weeks.
Roy. Okay. Nice gesture, but 6 weeks is a long time to assume that someone can just pack up and go. It's a little presumptuous.
It is a little bit presumptuous.
Yeah, I
but
mean, I'd go.
I feel like this was him being like afraid of losing her, and he wants
Yeah.
her to himself for like a good 6 weeks. But she says thank you, but she can't go. And then he asks if they're breaking up. I know, but she says she loves him, but I'm
Yeah.
still kind of.
I'm kind of confused too, but 6 weeks is a long time to be apart. But Roy, why not like a weekend?
I don't know.
Like a week? I mean, a week might be too long, and she is starting a new job, so like a weekend.
Is it because he has 6 weeks off and he's not taking into consideration? Okay, yeah, you have 6 weeks off, but she's starting a new job and needs to be here.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's what I'm not okay with that.
Yeah. All right, and then it's 3 weeks later. Sam buys a storefront. He's gonna make it a Nigerian restaurant.
I love that.
I love him. I love everything about him. Okay, and now we go 2 months later. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
There is coaching going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very gray-headed man at the back of him.
Mm-hmm.
Would turn around. It's Nate.
It's Nate.
Coaching for Rupert's team. Rupert whispers in his ear again, and Nate is officially Richmond's rival.
Yeah.
Here we go. Game
He's
on.
officially turned to the dark side of Ted Lasso, the show. But it's literally Darth Vader turned to the dark side. And Rupert is Emperor Palpatine, who I know you don't know who that is.
I've never seen anything Star Wars, but I know who Darth Vader is.
That's exactly what's happening.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, the deed is done.
All right. How long are we going to have to wait for season 3?
I'm thinking
Too long.
like at least a year and a half.
Oh my gosh. I know that I just saw Jason Sudeikis on a talk show and he said they just finished episode 3 of season 3. This is just writing.
Writing it, yeah.
This is just writing. Yes. Well, what did you all think of this finale of Ted Lasso? Do you feel satisfied? Where do you think Keeley and Roy are going to go? How's this going to go with Nate? What are your overall thoughts? Because you guys have the best comments to date. So please let us know what you thought below and then like and subscribe. We will miss you. Thank you for being with us along this whole season. We'll see you next time, whenever that will be. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.